Okay, we have 14 more laps to go. Jim Rambaud brings them in. Jeff Smith, Bob Sibla, Mike Gillen, Doc Dixon, Marcus Malquit, Tom Garbrandt, Ernie Shook, Bob Sibla on the outside of Jeff Smith now for second place. While they're back here racing side by side, Jim Rambaud's putting some real estate between him and car number 30. Tom Garber and Ernie Shook side by side. That battle is for 7th place. 10 more laps to go for Jim Rambaud. Shook on the inside of Marcus Malquit. Now Ernie Shook goes on the outside of Marcus. To go. Rob Scott causing some major havoc there for the leaders. Bob Sibla has almost caught Rambaud. 4 more laps to go for Jimmy Rambaud. Major trouble here on the front stretch. No yellow flag. Mike Gillen has almost stopped on the track. With 3 more laps to go. Okay, Jimmy Rambaud has 3 more laps to go before he wins his first feature in many, many, many years. Jim Rambaud brings him in. Bob Sibla's hot on the trail. Jeff Smith, Doc Dixon, Ernie Shook, Marcus Malquit, Tom Garbrandt. Shook on the outside of Doc Dixon. For 4th place. White flag coming out this time around. Coming down the backstretch. He could go all the way. Jim Rambaud wins the feature. Bob Sibla second, and a close third for Jeff Smith. Ernie Shook Doc Dixon, Marcus Malka, Tom Garbrandt, Brian Tedesco, Steve Gillen, Mario Diano, Dave Wagner, Rob Julian, John Wilson, and Rob Scott out there. But your feature winner for the first time since the 1970s, I would say, is his first feature. He took some time off, but the old-timer himself, Jim Rambaud, wins. Jack. For the first time since the 70s, Jimmy Rambaud jumps out of that car a feature winner. Fantastic job driving for that fine young gentleman. He's won over 100 races here at Midvale Speedway.
20 years if you want a feature. Rambaud. Right there he is, folks. I want to give him a big old...
There he is, Jimmy Rambaud.
A few years back, just to do a little bit of hot laps with racing. Here he is, full-time racer again, Jimmy Rambaud.
Jimmy Rambaud used to race with a lot of the fathers of the young guys racing today.
Arnold Auto Sales. And the Daily Double, who they sponsor the car. Car's set up, and his crew chief, his son Jeff Smith, or I'm sorry, Jeff Rambaud, his son Jeff Smith, the guy he was racing with out there. Jeff, a future race with Jeff Smith.
Second place is Bob Sibla. Jim Rambaud used to race with Bob Sibla back in the 70s.
Certainly nice to see Jim Rambaud.
Congratulations goes out to Jim Rambaud. What a race.
Our late model division very competitive this year at Midvale Speedway. We have no repeat feature winners in a tough division.
One more word for Jimmy Rambaud tonight. He had a grand slam. He won every race he was in. What a job by Jim Rambaud. Okay, your Detroit Iron drivers have moved up for the street stock division tonight. On the pole is one of those Detroit Iron drivers, 77, Mike Dines. Number 5 on the outside of him is Mike Gillen Jr. 37, Ron Garbrandt. 40, John Ramser. 50, AP Red. 78, Travis DeVore. 54, Doug McMillan. 52, Rich Elkins. 27, the red one is Bill Hilliker. 77, Rich Schweitzer. 32, another Detroit moving up is Bill Bittaker, long-time driver here at Midvale. Bob Eichel in 69. Number 1 is Randy Doolin on the outside there in a T-Bird. On the inside, number 1 is Larry Richardson. 37, Bobby Page moving up from the Detroits. 48, Dan Selway. He's also a Detroit driver. 73, Tim Dreyer. 48, Gary Hoopengartner. 51 is Bill Westlake. 95, Mike Powell. 85, we're not quite sure. And Dwayne Dunn making his racing debut in car number 11. Okay, Eddie Warmack about ready to display the green flag. We got racing action here at Midvale Speedway. Mike Dine leads them into turn 1. Here comes Ronnie Garbrandt on the inside. Mike Gillen back on the outside. What a job out front by Mike Dine in his street stock division tonight. Mike Gillen makes his way on the outside. Ronnie Garbrandt looking inside now. Here comes Doug McMillan on the outside of John Ramser. And AP ran on the inside. Oh, Dougie and Ramser get together. A big pile up here in the front stretch. Dougie. Good. Doug. Hey, Doug. Sit down. Doug McMillan's okay. How about Travis? Travis is moving around. I'm not quite sure about John Ramser. John Ramser's okay. Travis seems to be okay. What a wreck. Okay, Dougie McMillan come back out. He just had a flat tire. We lost Travis DeVore and John Ramser in that melee. Mike Dines will bring him in. Doing a commendable job moving up from Detroit to street stock. Mike Gillen, Ron Garbrandt, AP Wren, Bill Hilliker, Rick Elkins, Rich Schweitzer, Bill Bittaker, Bob Eichel, and Larry Richardson out there. Mike Gillen on the outside of Mike Dines. Bill Hilliker, Rick Elkins side by side. Side for the lead, Mike Dines, Mike Gillen. Down the back stretch, it's Mike Gillen, Mike Dines. Mike Gillen's getting sideways, here comes Dines back on the inside. Side by side once again, Mike Dines, Mike Gillen. We're going 3 wide into turn 3. There's lap traffic dead ahead. Ron Garbrandt makes it 3 wide for the lead. Ron Garbrandt on the outside of Mike Dines. AP ran up on the inside of Mikey Gillen. Mike Dines and Ron Garbrandt side by side. Here comes Ronnie Garbrandt. 85 almost stopped in front of the leaders, and Dan Selway sitting over there in front of the pit entrance. Okay, 9 laps in, 16 more to go. Mike Dines is in the lead. Ron Garbrandt, AP Wren, Mike Gillen, Rick Elkins, Rich Schweitzer, Bill Hilliker. Here comes AP Wren on the inside. Ronnie Garbrandt goes the outside of Mike Dines. Ron Garbrandt is your new leader. Mike Dines in second, AP Wren in third, Mike Gillen. Halfway home for Ron Garbrandt, Mike Dines, AP Wren, Mike Gillen, Rick Elkins, Rich Schweitzer. Rick Elkins and Mike Gillen getting together. AP Wren swings down on the inside of Mike Dines for second place. Ron Garbrandt putting another lap on Dwayne Dunn out there. Gary Hoopengarter heading for the infield. AP Wren is making up some ground on Ron Garbrandt out there. Rick Elkins is third, Mike Dines fourth, Mike Gillen, Rich Schweitzer. AP Wren's right on the bumper, Ronnie Garbrandt. On the outside, AP Wren making a bid. Mike Gillen finding his way around Mike Dines back there for fourth. And Mike Gillen spins out in front of 5 or 6 cars. Yellow flag out. Okay, we only got 4 or 5 laps left. Ronnie Garbrandt brings them in. AP Wren, Rick Elkins, Rich Schweitzer sliding down on the inside of Mike Dines. Doug McMillan's working his way up through. After that horrendous wreck, Dougie McMillan's up to 7th place. And Rick Elkins got around AP Wren for second. More laps to go. 5 more laps. Dougie McMillan is on the move. Doug's up to 6th place. They're trying for 5th now. And Doug McMillan's up to 5th place. Ron Garbrandt is your leader. Rick Elkins is making up some space on him. Doug McMillan's up to 4th. And here comes Doug McMillan for 3rd. What a rocket! White flag coming out. Doug McMillan just don't have enough laps left. Ronnie Garbrandt. Coming out of turn 4. Your feature race winner tonight, Ron Garbrandt. Rick Elkins in 2nd. Doug McMillan in 3rd, all the way from the back. Rich Schweitzer, AP Wren, Bill Hilliker, Bill Bittaker, Mike Dines, and Bob Eichel out there. Bob Eichel finishes one and he's smoking real heavy. First time he finishes this year and he's really smoking heavy out there. But he did finish a race. That's what he said he wanted to do at the beginning of the night. Coming out of turn 4 here is your winner of the Street Stock Division. Feature race, 25 laps. Yerkesville, Ohio native, Ronnie Garbrandt.
Got a midnight truck sales service. Dale Heating Cooling Dugout Bar. 3 big sponsors on the 37 car. Ron Garbrandt. Nice big round of applause for Ron Garbrandt. Doing a fine job in our Street Stock Division. You're going to be feature win. Again, we'd like to thank the folks at All Pro Auto Parts, Port City Racing, Hoosier Racing Tires, Sunoco Race Fuels, Victory Lane, and NASCAR Racing Apparel. Also the sponsors of the Main Event Racing Series this Friday again, June 20th, Killcare Speedway.
We'd like to thank Dale's Heating and Cooling, the proud sponsor of the Street Stock Division here at Mid-Vid Productions, and he's down there passing out the trophy. Dale Roofner from Dale's Heating and Cooling.
Spending your Sunday with us, we certainly enjoyed having you here, whether you enjoyed your